What are your goals for 2022? How do we set goals? In this video, I give some tips on how to set goals for fitness or can be applied to anything in your life that matters to you. Stay to the end as I reveal what my fitness goals are and maybe some others in 2022. Number one, set goals that motivate you. When you set goals for yourself, it is important that they motivate you. This means making sure that they are important to you and that there is value in achieving them. If you have little interest in the outcome or they are irrelevant given the larger picture, then the chances of you putting in the work to make them happen are slim. Motivation is key to achieving goals. Set goals that relate to the high priorities in your life. Without this type of focus, you can end up with far too many goals, leaving you with little time to devote to each one. To make sure that the goal is motivating, write it down. Write down why it's valuable to you and no one else, and important to you. Ask yourself, if I were to share my goals with others, what would I tell them to convince them it was a worthwhile go? Pretty good, eh? Set SMART goals. You've probably heard of SMART goals already, but do you always apply the rule to SMART goals? The simple fact is that for goals to be powerful, they should be designed to be SMART. There are many variations of what SMART stands for, but the essence is this. Goals should be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. But what does that mean exactly? Specific goals. Your goal must be clear and well-defined. Vague or generalized goals are unhelpful because they don't provide sufficient direction. Remember, you need goals to show you the way. Make it as easy as you can to get where you want to go by defining precisely where you want to end up. Set measurable goals. Include precise amounts, dates, and so on in your goals so you can measure your degree of success. If your goal is simply defined as to get fitter, how will you know when you have been successful? Without a way to measure your success, you miss out on the celebration that comes with knowing you have achieved something. Set attainable goals. Make sure that it's possible to achieve the goals you set. If you set a goal that you have no hope of achieving, you will only demoralize yourself and erode your confidence. However, resist the urge to set goals that are too easy. You need to stretch yourself. By setting realistic yet challenging goals, you hit the balance you need. These are the type of goals that require you to raise the bar and they bring the greatest personal satisfaction. Set relevant goals. Goals should be relevant to the direction you want your life to take. By keeping goals aligned with this, you'll develop the focus you need to get ahead and do what you want. Set widely scattered and inconsistent goals and you'll fritter away your time and your life away. Set time-bound goals. Your goals must have a deadline. Again, this means that you know when you can celebrate success. When you are working on a deadline, your sense of urgency increases and achievement will come that much quicker. Here's one I've mentioned before. Set your goals down in writing. The physical act of writing down a goal makes it real and tangible. You have no excuse for forgetting about it. As you write, use the word will instead of would like to or might. For example, I will do 20 burpees per day instead of I would like to do 20 burpees per day. The first goal statement has power and you can see yourself doing these burpees. The second lacks passion and gives you an excuse if you get sidetracked. Post your goals in visible places, on the fridge, on your desktop, on your laptop, whatever is good for you. Make an action plan. This step is often missed in the process of goal setting. You get so focused on the outcome that you forget to plan all the steps that are needed along the way. So in other words, you're going to break it down into smaller steps. Instead of saying, oh, in 6 months' time, I want to do X, say in 1 month's time I want to do X, in 3 months' time I want to do Y, so that I get to my big goal in 6 months' time. By writing out the individual steps, and you can make them even smaller so that they look more tangible and more achievable, and then crossing each one off as you complete it, you'll realize that you are making progress towards your ultimate goal. This is especially important if your goal is big and demanding or long term. So I have a phrase that I use called my BHAG. That stands for Big, Airy, Leap Goal. I think you get what the A might stand for. Stick with it. It's easy to give up, and I've been guilty of this in the past as well. Remember, goal setting is an ongoing activity, not just to a means to an end. Build in reminders to keep yourself on track and make regular time slots available to review your goals. Your end destination may remain quite similar over the long term, but the action plan you set for yourself along the way can change significantly. So in other words, just because you've written something down at the beginning doesn't mean that it can't be changed. Make sure the relevance, value and necessity remains high. So the key points are, goal setting is much more simply than saying you want something to happen. Unless you clearly define exactly what you want and understand why you want it in the first place, and that's another point. What is your why? Your odds of success are considerably reduced. By following the 5 golden rules I've just been through of goal setting, you can set goals with confidence and enjoy the satisfaction that comes along with knowing you've achieved what you set out to do. Back to my goals for 2022. Well, there's one exercise that's always eluded me, and I've dipped in and out of trying to practice. It is, drum roll, 4 unassisted muscle ups by the 30th of September 2022. So you can see how I've done that, going smart to that. It's definite I've got 4, and it's definite as it's saying unassisted by, and there's an end line, there's time bounded, September 2022. So it's given me 9 months from the 1st of January. I think it's achievable and it's relevant to my overall fitness goals. The other one I want to do is I want to do 50 Navy SEALs in 8 minutes 59 seconds by the 30th of June 2022. Why such a precise time of 8 minutes 59 seconds? Well, earlier in 2021 I did 50 Navy SEALs in 9 minutes and 30 seconds. So I decided I'm going to go for under 9 minutes. Achievable? Well, I'm not far off it. I will need to get back into Navy SEALs and do lots of practice. I also have other goals with regards to my health and nutrition and also YouTube. So what is my YouTube goal for 2022? Well, like everyone, it's to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and I've set myself a deadline by the 30th of June 2022. At time of recording on the 27th of December 2021, I'm at 804 subscribers, but I am nowhere near the 4,000 watch hours required in a rolling 365 days. So here's to 2022. If you set goals, no matter what they are, it could be financial, it could be fitness, it could be health, whatever it is, hopefully these few tips will help you on your way. I will see you all with more content in 2022. Please like, subscribe and share with anyone who's struggling to set goals. See you again soon.